Yeah. Earthshaker alone is scary. This is 4 melee heroes, all of which have to be point. There are like melee heroes in the game that don't have to be point blank range to do their job, and these are all heroes that Tusk has to be casting tag team. Timbersaw's abilities are all on top of him. Same with Finn and Void Spirit. Void Spirit's not some backlining mid hero, you know. So it looks like maybe they're dodging. Oh no, they're just being aggressive. I got mixed up a little bit there.
Do you think it's tactical? Like they know, Secret EG, those rivalries. Take a look at some of these other lanes. A lot of damage going back and forth in the mid lane. Chris getting very low there. We're going to see how they look to salvage some of these lanes. I think Schofield already recognizing this bottom lane is going to be tough without the reactive armor. Is looking to pull these.
Look at what Puppy's doing. That is such a cool move.
Drags the wave with a Treant. So Schofield, it still moved the creep wave, but
it's the jungle lane.
Yeah, the fourth lane. Have you heard the stories? And Puppy just trading right clicks with Schofield here. Has ice shots, but
Ursa's a really weak laner nowadays.
Yep.
Ursa used to be such a lane dominator, so having a free farm lane like this on Ursa, you're perfectly content with this.
All that chaos going on there was a first blood up top.
Yeah, they used a vacuum, because I leveled it level 2 instead of Surge.
It feels good to be this good.
That solo experience. Back up top. They managed to chase down K1 Hector. And
just getting a little body blocked here. Chris Lux, he's begging for that high five.
Ooh.
And he thought he'd get past the tree.
Yeah. That look, I mean, it was one of those things that looks kind of bad, but it was probably just like a 0.1 second longer, and he would have drawn it over the tree.
Tusk is not exactly a support you'd think that kills a puck.
Here comes the move. We kind of talked about this potentially happen with the Nature's Prophet coming up top, and Yaps are getting very low here. Does die to the creeps in the end here. Is the Iron Shield damage going to be enough to bring down Stinger, but not quite the outcome I think Team Secret were hoping for there. Schofield in the trees. Looking for Zai, who is going to go for a TP out. Can he get him with a snowball in time? No. With a 50-50 exchange going his way. Tries the D ward, gets caught by a Dream Coil. I don't know if they've got the damage here. I believe he should be okay. Yeah, Dream Coil's going to be wearing off, and Chris just gets himself out of there as Puppy comes teeping in just for the D ward.
Out efficiency on the map. Oh, but Hector.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing, farming the jungle, but gets caught out with the Observer ward and chased down. I believe that was the Shrine ward scouting him out. And
Coast is going to have to constantly be aware of that. I put that in the hands of Chris Luck.
Nisha, double damage Void Spirit. Can he get the solo kill here? Chris Luck gets him low. There's no more Astral Steps, though, and he's going to be a little bit careful.
It's a good space.
Has got the Dissimulate still to maybe try and use that one to escape. Doesn't go to the high ground, though. Stays on the low ground. Gets caught by a Fisher here. I think he was trying to catch him by surprise and juke into the trees, maybe. But Secret didn't fall for it. Okay.
Wait to finish it?
Nice.
Oh, nice
Fissure just, yeah, if he went in there, the Fissure was waiting for him.
Look at that Sprout. That was a perfect Sprout.
Yep. This is become one of Puppy's best heroes as Schofield now in all sorts of trouble. There's a God Strength being popped somewhere. Chases on Schofield, does manage to get himself out of there. I believe they were pressuring this T1 mid tower, but Nisha shows up, and with the threat of the Dream Call, they've got to be a little bit careful here. Matu getting very low. He's got this Aegis, but he may just lose if he's not careful here. Does end up going down. Great play from Whisper. Gets caught by the Fissure here. The follow-up from Nisha is there with the Dream Call. Catches out two. I don't think they've got the damage to kill this Timbersaw. This is decent for Beastcoast. A lot of spells being forced from the Team Secret side, and they are holding their own, breaking the Aegis right after it gets picked up. I mean, you highlight Schofield Bill. I feel like he's just played such a smart game with how he secured the Timbers lane, and since then just kept towers alive. Puppy does a nice Sprout to get out of the Ice Shards, but still goes down top.
Clinic for you here.
Matu gets the Enrage up before the stun comes in, but the Ice Shards block is there. Schofield holding onto the Walrus Punch will hit Matu. Snowball follow-up as well, and Matu is going to go down. Great kill for Beastcoast.
And it's quite cool, because they kind of have damage issues defending lanes and overall just before the Sven gets items.
Schofield continuing to poke the bear that is Team Secret, but right now they're not quite looking like a bear with how Beastcoast is having their way. Schofield will finally go down, but Puppy dies mid. That was Whisper getting a solo kill. Had the Yule Scepter and I guess making a nice little play there as he's now on the run, being chased down a little bit. I don't think Matu can do this on his own.
Ursa highlighted the need of Yules in the draft, and
Yeah.
against the Darkseer as well. And he's immediately queued it up, knowing it's more important to dodge the damage than it is to like soak it.
Nice body tramp blocks from Puppey. Just a silencer kill though, but
If they could like ignore each other, Sven would benefit from it. But if the two heroes are forced to interact, then Ursa wins the matchup. And Whisper's like, I'm not going to allow you to hit my Sven.
you'll set up into the pull, and they're going to bring down the puck with the help of the global silence. Snowball in, looking for more. They get the punch. They get the. Oh, no!
Oh my! I mean, we did say if there's a vacuum.
Oh. They were just about to get that like last right click to kill him, and the vacuum interrupted it. Holy cow! Ooh.
You can like feel that from the monitor, you know?
Yeah. That's the heartbreaking one for Beastcoast. If you're a Secret, you're thinking, hell yeah, that went perfectly.
And it's the Team Secret line.
Yeah. Observer Ward going to find Schofield, just going for a D ward there, but now he knows exactly what's going on. Secret pulling ahead, 3k gold lead.
Also doing it yourself, because Sven doesn't mind Halberd. It's a strength item that he benefits from the damage, but you don't want to buy Halberd.
A beat solo kill by Whisper. It's a bit of a deja vu here. The Dream Call is there, looking to catch him on the retreat. He still may be able to get his way out of this one. Doesn't manage to Timber Chain to the high ground here. Whisper doesn't want to go through the wall until he's got the Timber Chain.
That's easy farm. You can Timber Chain through that infinitely for that 5 gold.
Still being chased a little bit here. He's just going to go into the enemy base and TP out.
Of course.
Love it.
It feels good to be this good.
And Schofield again caught trying to D-ward, I think. The same ward twice.
That's huge for Ursa, because he does not want to spend 1,400 gold on that. But it's one
Yeah.
of the best shards in the game.
But Beastcoast, like, they're ready to fight now with this BKB timing. This is very smart of them as they jump in. They're going to find Puppey. Once again, he is not having a good time with this Nature's Prophet for the last couple of minutes here. And Beastcoast perhaps looking for more. Whisper could look to set things up with a Yule Scepter. Same for the Void Spirit. Can't get too close here. And Nisha's puck has really been limited in what he can do this game. Can't really get near. If he gets caught by any kind of a Yule Scepter into the Aether Remnant, he just dies.
Yeah, that's why they picked the Void Spirit into it last.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the heroes mid die to puck coil, but Void Spirit of like the EU teams who do this old game plan situation.
You don't have to global for the Shaker. If you catch the Shaker,
Nice.
you get him with the Yules here. Nisha does find a support kill on the backlines. Chris Lusk is fishing. He's got the Yule Scepter. He just needs to catch Nisha, and Nisha knows that. Global Silence is there with the Snowball. They say, we've got the Remnant to follow up, and they'll burst him, blow him up. Nice buyback into the Global there, just to guarantee the kill.
Yeah, one of the most useful buyback supports because you have instant impact. You don't even have to be at the fight. And I think Nisha would have gotten away there, right? He would have been able to dodge the Snowball with phase shift into Orb, and he couldn't because of that.
Zai could be in some trouble here, but Chris Luck doesn't want to push his luck. Once you secure this Roshan, they know they got the Ursa down kind of low. He's on half health, so can't easily come back in this fight. But with the Shaker respawning, Schofield's just standing there like he's AFK, securing this Roshan. I love it. The tactical feeds continue. And securing an Aegis and Shard for your team, hell yeah.
Now it's allowing Secret to just invade like they are, which when you have the Aegis on Beastcoast and a Sven that's looking like this.
Big one in, though. The Sven comes in with a BKB.
The Sprout!
Oh, the defensive Sprout. But now they come out of it. The counterplay's there with a nice Fissure blocking up the Sven, going to force him back. He Timber Chain's out of there, though. So they can just cut their losses at a tusk. I imagine they'll be okay with this, but they really want to fight that one with the BKB ability.
Yeah, I think you have to do it.
Silencer. Caught a little bit up top. Nisha's there to follow it up. There's a force stuff, but no. Fissure's there to block him. Oh, okay.
That
Yep, sure. Drops the dunk to secure the kill. Can Beastcoast punish this? I mean, it's a big ultimate, but...
he has no buyback on Silence.
Yeah, and I think Secret know this. They want to force a fight. Great vacuum in a two-man fissure. Yapso blinks in, though. He's in a bit of trouble here. Gets taken out by the Chakram. They do get a support for it, but Secret probably not going to feel like this one's worth it as they lose Zai as well. Chase is on. Doesn't look like they'll get anything more just yet. Puppey's pretty far away unless they fish him out.
See that Timbersaw's level 20? Swiftling getting added into the game. Satanic just being a broken item for carries in general. Silver Edge also is an amazing option for Sven. But the fact that Sprout's such a massive issue, and it's such a low cooldown ability, and then there's really no way for any carry ever to get out of Axe Coil on Puck, Sven one of the few that can Superman out of that Puck coil.
Secret going to resort to some pesky split pushing both mid and top. Beastcoast have to address these lanes. They've got Chris Luck in the front lines. There's the vacuum. Two-man fissure. Yapsor falls up with the dunk, catches out two. K1's trying to turn this fight around, but his BKB is going to be wearing off fairly soon. Hasn't really done the damage on the backlines. Whisper, he's taken out the Shaker. Can he find more? This Timber is causing all sorts of problems as Puppy's TP gets cancelled and Whisper wants more. Is there anything from Matu? No. TP's out. Mules was on cooldown. So it ends up being a slightly secret favored fight. Yeah, okay, yeah, 12 gold. XP going, I mean, pretty much an even fight.
I mean, he's got like 3,500 HP because he got that Bloodstone completed.
Yeah.
3,500 HP.
Oh, here come Team Secret again. They're not done. They want to keep fighting. K1 gets gone on. Dreamcall's there. The global silence to keep him alive a little bit longer. He's going to turn with the God Strength, but he can't hold his ground against the Matu Ursa. Does get the Stormbolt out. Is jumping is Chris Luck. Have they got the damage with the Remnant pull? They're going to take out Matu. Darkseer dead as well as Whips is going to go chaining on forward. Yapster's in some trouble here. Needs to find the blink out.
You scale later into the game. As Timbersaw has 3,600 HP, I don't think that Coil Break combo is going to be enough to actually kill him.
Timber deforesting the top side of the map here. Finds Zai. Still has the Yule Scepter.
That's the Yules.
And Zai, he can't really TP out. There's just too much damage. Man, he just gets annihilated. 18 charges now and about to hit level 25. He was like at level and a half. When I said he's almost 25, it didn't feel like I was being that serious, but getting that solo kill there, he's actually about to hit 25.
Masterful performance by Whisper.
Schofield dies again, but that's been his job for a lot of this game, as Nisha may pay the price to just get a support kill. This has been one of the best 1-in-9 Tusks I think I've ever seen.
Performance from the other four has been pretty insane this game. This is what I think Beastcoast, old Infamous, has to look like if they're going to make a deep run at TI, because this is exactly what they look like when they got 8th.
Be worried about, because that hasn't really popped up all too much in the drafts I've seen. We're going to see Ursa try and jump on in to defend this top tier 3 tower, but Matu already gets chunked down to half health. The Dream Call is there. Sven just going to break it as he runs back. And Whisper on this front lines, he's just unkillable.
Yeah, just go on this guy.
He backpacks the cheese. He's like, I don't need this cheese. I need the clarity. It's fine. They can't kill me.
Okay, he'll take the cheese over a soul ring at least.
Yeah. I like how he popped the clarity and he literally just got a second before the puck clicked him once. He's like, all right.
Would have to enrage to remove it, which I feel like there's a lot of other things you're worried about enraging it for.
Matu gonna have to just play that sacrificial frontline role, try and set up that big team fight for the Darkseer Earthshaker. That's the last hope for Team Secret, but he's dying in the process. Gets healed up by the Greaves. There's the vacuum. The follow-up isn't there. The silence. They get Yapsor before he can blink. He gets picked off. No buyback, and Beastcoast have found the opening they were looking for.
Superman.
As they just go diving in. They're looking for more. They get the Remnant pull onto the puck. That's 4 dead. It's about to be 5. It's about to be GG, I gotta imagine. Secret getting bested by the top South American team. They won Season 1, got second in Season 2, and Beastcoast, they're not here to mess around. They're looking like they've just secured Game 1 against Team Secret.
This is my first pleasant surprise of day 1. Like,
yeah.
I'm not shocked. I think Beastcoast is a solid team, but so far it's been a lot of 2-0s in favor of the team that you would think would win if you had to choose one. And Beastcoast put on a clinic.
Yep.
I think the only thing they're missing is a cape for Sven, like for proper roleplay. I think they've got everything else needed to have a clean performance. They're just chaotic, even when they're winning. You know, like what other team do you see winning and you see a Tusk randomly feeding under the same ward 3 or 4 times? Because it's not random.
No,
but it looks like it is.
It's a little similar to what we saw, like Ice on his Lycan dying in the top lane last game, where it's like, okay, he gets picked off alone, and it kind of looks like he's, you know, quote unquote feeding, but there is a bigger picture that Beastcoast is seeing.
Bread and circuses, bread and circuses. All smoke and mirrors.
Secret, it's Ti, of course. You don't GG out. A 30k gold lead Mega Creeps, they're going to play it out. We've seen, I think it was last Ti where there was like 5 Mega Creeps comebacks. And before that, there'd only been like 1 or 2 in all the TIs combined.
I don't think Ursa was in any of those.
Probably not.
Doesn't seem like the type of hero.
But here we go. Vacuum, where's the follow-up? They need it, and it's just not going to be coming in time. They're getting the Void Spirit low, but even he's going to find his way out of this one as there's the Global Silence. The Walrus Punch to follow it up, and this is looking all over as Matu does manage to bring down 1 or 2 with him. The Void Spirit did end up going down here, but what's the answer for this Timbersaw? 27 Bloodstone charges. Whisper has a Hex now. He solo kills Matu in the fountain. He is just out of control.
He's the highest level in the game.
They have killed 3, though. It is 2 Beastcoast heroes versus 3 here, but it's the 2 you'd want to see. As yes, the Whisper Timber.
Whisper can die.
Yeah, he's in the fountain. He's not really dying. Maybe if he stays in the fountain.
Give him like 7 more seconds in the fountain. I think he'll go down.
Jeez, Rampage. It does feel good to see someone this good, Whisper, as he forces the GG and Beastcoast get themselves a 1-0 lead. Man, oh man.
The inner monologue of K1 during the end of that game was, "I'm helping," as he's hitting the throne.
Yeah. If they
that
get
last fight-
Philosopher's Stone and steal Team Secret's Philosopher's Stone, they definitely win.
Yeah, that's true. May not exist this game, so we may be looking at 3 very farmed heroes for Beast Coast, similar to last game where Whisper's sitting on a lot of net worth, similar to Timbersaw.
Smoke in. Yaps are in position with the boots to get away, and well, they'll get a D ward out of it and probably have to deny their own ward here, but a decent outcome overall. What kind of a neutral outcome?
There's just so many slight possibilities on such a seemingly simple part of the game nowadays. You know, back in the day, I feel like I could just drop a reserve reward in lane or something, because I think it should still be rewarding to D-ward, but it can actually decide lanes. As Puppy just gives him an Ether Shock to the face.
Wow.
Did he have a Fairy Fire? No, he didn't have like any way to survive that. He just...
Those things cost 100 gold.
He did end up using it immediately after, but the thought is there about the free TV scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be going down here.
Yeah.
Level 2
He's
bench.
blocked. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Who's going down? Both are going down.
That's a Yapsor play right there. Yapsor 100% called that play. Hey man, we're gonna be able to kill the Shadow Demon. Maybe before you die.
Solo XP and gets the gold. Taking a look at the mid lane. Nisha not going to land the Split Earth. Could be not really any trouble, but not winning the trade war so far. Chris Luck not going to be able to get to this water rune in time. That would have really hurt Nisha's lane, but... Well, Stinger coming on in, trying to see what's going on. Nice timing for him to come up here to stop the stacks from happening, but he may pay for this with his life. Tries to go for the bounty. Oh, he canceled his attack there. Was going for the deny, but didn't get it.
He then tried to deny with his illusions, so...
Yeah.
He tried really hard.
Constant harass war in this minute. 22-12. That is a big deficit. As K1 goes down in the bottom lane. Oh, playing too aggressive there.
Venge is a scary hero. A lot of damage from both heroes with the Magic Missile doing 180 and the minus armor of Wave of Terror. Interestingly enough, Zai might be leveling his passive soon.
Mid lane? No, they're just going to secure around. I was like, both supports rotating in. They're going to get the double water rune, I believe. They're at least going to stop Nisha refilling his bottle.
I'm going to keep an eye out on this. I think Zai is purposely not leveling his passive so the lane doesn't push.
Okay.
He wants it near his tower.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Because usually people go 2-2-0. He didn't take stats, did he? Okay, that would have looked really bad. And now he just takes the point and wave. You're making me look bad, Zai. I took time out of my day to recognize that.
Yeah, I'm sure thinks about another stun, but doesn't go for it.
Whisper's doing great top for a Sand King. Sand King struggles early levels, usually. And even though Medusa's still winning by a few CS, they don't... Like, Sand King's similar to Axe. He starts cutting creep waves, and they don't really stop him as compared to what we saw earlier.
Yeah, they're just playing the lanes really well so far. The Gyro did die that one time, but he still managed to continue his farm. They've got 3 of the top 4 net worth heroes. They are looking for that 6-minute rune now. Puppy even rotating towards mid to try and secure it. Arcane rune secured for Nisha. Nicely done. They get the Hex on Chris Luck, followed up by the Shackles. The Split Earth going to be there as well, and Chris Luck gets punished for trying to steal the rune. Well played by Secret to bring numbers.
If you showed me that clip and you asked me to guess which mid lane player at TI did that, I would have probably guessed Chris Luck. He sees 3 heroes at the rune, and he's like, I don't think he's going to be ready for me to do this. And
I was trying to think who else I would pick to do something like that. I'm like,
Chris Luck is consistently inconsistent about his plays, guys. Trust me, it's quite a marvel to see, and it works. He's at TI multiple years in a row, so I'm not going to question it.
Yeah, it's the crazy aggression and the wildness to it that sometimes succeeds. Similar to, I mean, it's like him and Schofield just have similar playstyles in different roles.
I think these guys are just meant for each other this entire game.
Yeah. And you can see, yeah, they've stuck together since that run, several years ago, and it's continued to work for them. Yeah, they didn't do that well the last major, but they've been a dominant force, at least in the South American DPC League.
Best quality of life changes is that Epicenter is a channel rather than a cast point rather than a channel, so you can cancel it.
Shadow Demon goes down, but that does reveal there was a ward there. He got kind of stunned from the low ground fissure of Yapso, but definitely worth it because he uses that to invade the jungle and kill bottom and take some stacks there as Chris Luck rotates bottom himself. Kills
that
off
was
Zai.
a really cool TP by Chris Luck.
Can he get out of this one? Follow up totem. It's going to be close, but Chris Luck survives his way through it with help from a raindrop.
Oh, bottle refill too. That's clutch. He needed that. He would have been screwed on the map because he TP'd bottom to get that kill on Zai.
And can they turn this one around here? K1 going to go walking on in. He has the homing missile. I believe they should be able to at least get Yapster. He's got the Tranquil Boot, so he's pretty speedy. Nisha looking to turn. They start with the Split Earth. The follow-up is going to be there from Chris Luck. He comes diving in. Schofield from the low ground. Doesn't land the Impale, and the Fissure will help finish off the Gyro. Nisha just doing too much damage with the help of Yapstar here. They've killed off 2. That was a 2v4.
That's Leshrac early game. He's got enough damage for everybody as long as he's protected, and Earthshaker quite the good babysitter at this stage. I was favoring Beastcoast, but I just can't believe Secret somehow has a net worth lead with how greedy their heroes are.
Yeah. And now they are able to pressure the map with the early advantage of theirs. The Leshrac has max Edict, they've got the Serpent Wards, and while they pressure the map, of course, you've got Macho and Medusa, you can just kind of sit back and farm, so this could bode poorly for Beastcoast.
Yeah, now that K1's been booted out of his lane, there's free towers all around for Nisha. He'll just walk at this one first, then walk at the next one next, which is mid tower. They don't have the best heroes for holding mid tower. Sand King's decent with Sandstorm, just sitting yourself underneath the tower, but Whisper's playing for himself top. He's not going... Oh, he is going Blink. Okay, I was confused for a second. He does have the Blink. Tranquil soaring Blink.
And they didn't even have to commit Serpent Ward, so this mid tower could be in all sorts of trouble. Even if they see a Sand King there, the Lesh can just go in the trees to Edict it down, and they've got great wards down bottom, so they catch Schofield, who is not going to find a way out of there.
That was a really nice fissure to buy the extra 1/10 of a second to make sure that Nisha's stun landed before the Carapace came out, because that would have just been really annoying.
Yeah. Would have got the kill regardless, but yeah.
It just saves the time.
Yeah.
Right?
And the damage being reflected, whatever it may be. Oh, the Serpent Wards, maybe preventing Nisha from edicting from the trees, but not going to matter all too much.
Stinger's rich. Deny those wards, puppy. There you go.
Yeah.
Much better. Yes. He's trying.
Yeah.
Oh, not quite.
Nice done by Chris Luck to clean them up, get some gold for it, as they do hold onto their mid tier 1 tower, which feels pretty important right now. And
still get the mana.
Mid lane, Secret rotate in. They want K1 holding on to defensive disruption, and once they see that Shadow Demon, Secret decide not to commit. They want to keep playing around this mid lane. It seems like they really want this tier 1 mid tower.
Yeah, he would have been a goner, but his own call down saved him. Zai on the Venge was slowed enough to not be able to get in position for the swap. As Whisper silently trying to invisibility.
Yeah, I imagine Secret have seen this play. He's had it for some time. Surely shown somewhere, but even if they know it's there, he's got to just find a way, a play to make, and he's going to head towards this mid lane. Probably not the best target one to go on, especially when Yapso's in the trees with potential fissure, but they'll take what they can get. Running with the Carapace, Schofield.
Forced out wards.
Okay. Found that goal. but also probably just run away as Nisha shows up, and not going to be any kind of objective from it, but still a kill nonetheless.
And Venge, Zai having space to farm. This Ag's probably the most value 4,200 gold on any hero in the game of Dota. Thoughts on that? I feel like Blink on Shaker, 4,200 gold on Venge. I feel like these are some of the most per gold item effectiveness in the game.
Especially when you're looking at like later on, like when you compare that to, you know, for a carry to have that kind of impact this item has, like they need 20k of net worth.
When you die, your illusion gets to cast spells, and they are separate cooldown from your main hero. So you get an extra swap, an extra stun. The stun hits for 360. It's no joke.
There's the Epicenter Blink initiation. They take out the Shaker.
And meanwhile, top, Nisha's chilling. They use the Demonic Purge, and he's all good to go.
Yep. Oh, Matu's pushed pretty far forward here. Grislux pulls him back with the Vortex. Have they got the damage for this one? Stinger doesn't have a Demonic Purge. And Matu will be okay. Not quite as close as I thought it might be.
Not going Ags, is going for the Scotty, which can sometimes backfire against the Nyx because you're just giving yourself more intelligence for more mana burn.
Disruption was there. They're going to hit a Split Earth. Nicely played by Nisha. May just be able to chase down Stinger here. They've killed Schofield, and they're just going to get both supports with ease as Nisha edicts down the Tier 1 tower as well.
This maxed Hex build by Puppy is owning
Yeah.
against the Nyx Assassin. Absolutely owning. I don't think I've seen him carapace once when they're going on him. It's almost impossible against that insta-Hex, because even if you were to carapace, they'll just wait until it runs out. So I guess that was the idea. They didn't mind picking Medusa into Nyx as long as they had the insta-Hex from Shaman. Makes it almost impossible for Nyx to play. He wants to be able to reactionarily pop his carapace, and that's not the case here. He has one component towards his Ags on Schofield. That doesn't feel too good.
Well, yep, so completing the Blink Dagger. He's got the money for it.
We are going to find out, though, if my prediction will come true in the near future here, as the 17-minute mark approaches and Philosopher's Stone hangs in the balance. Will it be found? Will it be discovered by the Nyx Assassin?
He doesn't even have a neutral item. Don't you
Okay,
get 5?
there are 5 of those per tier now. Broom Handle. That's like a double damager in for Nyx. He only hits for 67.
Let's see. It's armor, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's value, man.
Yeah.
You're CSing right now. Look at this.
Yep.
If he misses any of these, it's because he doesn't have the Broom Handle. We're going to pay attention if anybody lives with like 40 health or less and he's hit them 3 times.
Runs into a sentry. The Blink Echo Yapsor deletes the Nyx, gets the Fissure onto the second.
Yeah, it's a sick Fissure.
It feels, I mean, this game not going anywhere near as well as last game, but this is kind of the Beastcoast motif, you know. Throw some bodies while K1 Hector farms, and in this case, Chris Luck also not there. It is the support lives.
My only question is, did they think going in, okay, he's acting like there's 3 heroes behind him, let's find out. Like, is that their mentality? Because if there's anybody behind Zai, that's never going to work.
Yeah. In my head canon with Beastcoast is they're just like, you know, screw it, let's try, let's see what happens, you know, they're just willing to run and dive in. At the same time, you know, these are one of the best Dota teams in the world. I'm sure it's much more.
Like, the way my brain operates, I'm thinking they're thinking, I don't believe you, Zai.
Yeah.
You don't have 3 teammates behind you here.
Calling his bluff.
Yeah, but...
Maybe it's like, and if he does, we find out, and that means we can aggressively
Hector's
farm.
farming.
He can, farm at the entire enemy top side of the map, etc.
Because if they go on him and nobody reacts, Hector's probably scared of a smoke.
Great 2-man Burrow Strike with the follow-up damages there with the cooldown as well, and Zai does have the second life. The swaps Matu in with the Stone Gaze. He's trying to get in front of K1. K1 doing a nice job not getting gazed up, and they've killed off 3. They got Puppy as well in the backlines here. They do lose the Storm in the end. That was Nisha
looking to re-engage.
Yeah. Zai still has his Avenger Illusion. Gets the Carapace out. That's going to take out the Illusion. The no detection for Schofield.
They're going to find Nisha.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Blink Burrow Strike, the Impale there as well. The damage is more than enough. Matu's in a 1 versus 4. Sand King incredibly low. Can he do it on his own? Whisper needs to stay in biz. They don't have detection for him. Oh!
The sentry's right there.
It was... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he ran just to the south of it. What a big kill to get.
Okay.
We need the fight recap with the Medusa. Where's team fight recap number 2?
I'll look at it. Maybe it's on mine.
Oh,
yeah.
We got to combine. We got one of each.
Okay. So it's 17.
Oh no, I've got the
yeah,
second.
yeah.
I didn't see the first anymore.
Okay, so it's 1,800 gold swing, just those last 2 deaths.
And they're trying to fight without this Medusa now.
And it's 3,400 XP. Wow.
I feel like Beastcoast just team fights so well. We saw it game 1. We're seeing it again here. Whisper. He was the man in game number 1. He's looking to be the man here in game number 2 once again, as he's just charging forward, hitting 2-man Burrow Strike after 2-man Burrow Strike. He wants more.
You're just chain feeding.
Another Burrow Strike coming on through. Zai with the swap out, but he's already dead. This is just his illusion. He will take out a Shadow Demon. That is just not going to cut it for Team Secret. They've given Beastcoast so much these last few minutes. You don't feel too bad about being dead when you got a Philly.
Yeah, that's adopted from Fogged. I believe him and Lacoste call it Philly. I don't know who started it. I think Lacoste actually started it. As he's camping on the high ground. Oh, they see him, though.
Jump on in. Sankin gets Hex before he can use a Burrow Strike.
Nice
the Vision
stun.
game. Nice disruption. Going to keep him alive a bit longer. Can he get out of this one? Oh! Yapster, he mistimed the Echo Slam. They do still get the kill as Chris Luck jumps the backlines, wants the Shaman, but has to be careful. Has to respect the Hex. If he gets caught by that, he's in all sorts of trouble. 2-man Fissure from Yapster and Secret. They've got numbers. They want to chase. They want more. They'll definitely get Schofield here, taking advantage of the high ground Observer Ward, and Beastcoast completely caught out.
Yeah, I think if Whisper dies, Beastcoast has 0 chance to take fights. I think his Blink Stone is way too important, because there's a lot of cast animations on Secret. Leshrac, all of his abilities have some sort of cast animation. Same with Shager, even Shaman except for the Hex, so that instant burrow can be very disruptive for them to cast their chain of spells, and when he dies, it's really scary for Beastcoast to enter the fight at that point.
It's kind of the same thing, yeah, the Nyx and Sanking. It's just like, do they stun first or does the Hex come first? It's like, whoever gets their spell first has such a big advantage in this team fight when there is none of that. Like game 1, we had the Silencer. It's like, there's that counterplay there.
That seems like a decent alternative. Bloodstone completed on Nisha. Both teams getting a Nether Shawl on their mid laner. It's pretty value here for both sides. That magic resistance. Both teams, for the time being, are predominantly magic damage.
Yeah.
Eventually, Matumba Man and K1 will be hitting with the physical. Are they going to force them back?
It looks like they're intent on it. They've got Serpent Wards, they've got Diabolic Deed, they've got a Medusa with an Aegis.
Okay.
And only Sanking here for the time being. They've got to maybe anticipate someone in the trees too. Yeah, Zai going to scout him out.
You can't show because of the swap.
Yep. And this tower getting chipped away. I believe this probably forces Secret back with K1 showing up, and yeah, the whole team's coming in. So some decent damage from Secret, and yeah, most importantly, I feel like they just force the entire Beastcoast team back to the base.
Yeah, that's the goal of that move. And now Beastcoast, did they not have a smoke? Because that's like the only logical progression from there, and they have one, but it looks like they'd rather just reclaim their shrine. Okay, save it for better times later. They felt like that may have been forced.
Yeah. Skadi Aegis Medusa, so
yeah,
it's maybe a little scary to fight right now. How close? Yo, Nyx has Axe. Okay, so we do have that big upgrade.
Once they get Lotus Orb on Whisper, it's pretty huge. Against Venge Shaman, it allows him to even just like Sandstorm in the middle of fights, and he won't get swapped.
Yeah.
Or hexed or anything like that. I mean, you'll still get hexed, but you know you won't get a chance to. It's just a very, very good item in this game.
Round 2. They, I think, saw here as top lane. Like, okay, you're going to go push top again. We're going to keep pressuring you.
No Aegis on Lesh.
Yeah, Nisha's going to be a little careful. The swap save is there. Potential Epicenter Whisper cancels that one for now. There's the disruption, making some Medusa illusions himself as Matu's going to be a little bit careful. Does get Burrow struck here. Does still have the Aegis player on him. Whisper getting sunned up, gets bailed out here, and now K1 goes charging with the flak damage. They take out Medusa once. Can they do it a second time? Storm still has full mana. He can come back in. He's got an Arcane Rune as well. Finds Puppey, and the Burrow strike. Epicenter. Huge damage on the backlines here. Nisha's trying to land Split Earth. He can't do so. Medusa, meanwhile, doing some good damage on the front lines. Got disrupted again, but they're just getting deleted. The Soul Catcher is doing so much here as Matu is so incredibly low. The Burrow!
My God, again!
Whisper cannot be stopped. This man
carrying.
on the Sand King is just demolishing Team Secret. His two-man Burrow Strikes this game, I feel like I've seen at least like 7 or 8 of them.
You and I said the exact same words, like unplanned. You know, we did not coordinate that at all. It just goes to show that like it only warrants one reaction when you see those plays. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah.
This man is so good.
It's so consistent. He just hits like 3 in a row.
Yeah, I wonder if Venge Swap will negate this Nyx. You still keep him in Burrow Strike, but you keep him in his Burrow.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's not burrowed in like a safe spot anymore, maybe that'll be a crucial factor for them winning the engagement. But as of now, I'm just struggling to see. Like, if you listed off a chain of spells to win a fight, I don't know what secrets are.
You know, barring like a 4-man Echo Slam, which I don't think Beastcoast will give them because Sand King's always going to be in the back looking to blink. Chris Luck's going to be looking to zip. Oh, here it is.
There you go.
Maybe this is it.
Carapace, they drop the Servant Mords. Here comes... Oh, Puppey gets the Hex off quickly, but no follow-up disables there. Chris Luck now BKBs, takes out Puppey to start things off, and they have lost the Nyx, who will buy back. Chris Luck getting a bit low on mana and health, has to ball himself out of there. As the physical damage is a bit too much to deal with, as K1 Hector on the front lines wants to go on Martu. Has he got the damage for this? Doesn't look like he's been stunned up. And with the Zai illusion coming in and sticking around,
I'm going to shut up
he's
now.
going to go down. Schofield does get out of the sentry, gets away from the stuns.
Okay.
Team Secret find themselves a good fight here, hoping for Roshan, but still at least another 45 seconds.
That I was suspicious that might work, and Secret was very confident that that would work. The Lotus Orb even came out from Whisper, but Puppey willingly hexed himself. He's like, we got to make sure this Nyx does not Carapace. So it allowed Nisha to get like half of Schofield's health down by the time he actually Carapaced, which was pretty huge there. There's damage reduction from Burrow, guys. He's tanky. I think it's 40%. It is. I can't see it when he's in Burrow. Oh, it is.
You hover the axe, maybe? No,
50% damage reduction. It's a lot. 50%. That's double your HP. Daedalus on Matumba Man. No BKB yet. He is queuing up the shard and the BKB. He definitely needs those.
He's probably hoping for Roshan Shard, but
I don't think they're going to get Roche.
yeah, that's probably comes down to whether or not he's going to need the shard for a potential Roche, but I guess for now, just work on the BKB, get the shot afterwards, and see what happens with Roche.
Let the dice fall or let the cards fall, whatever that saying is.
Cards play, dice fall.
Okay.
I don't know.
Your
See how
guess
the
is as
cookie
good as
crumbles.
mine. Cookie crumbles. That's a Bruce Almighty classic.
Yeah. See which way the wind blows.
That's even more classic. Okay. So that buyback's going to hurt Schofield's item progression for sure. Whisper going for the Eon Disc. He's just going to be like a meat shield for the team, except the initiation that Secret has, which is a pretty big item this game.
Finds himself a rune. Zeiss is fishing. He's happy to throw away his life. You kind of mentioned his job being the initiation with the, he's got the axe, he's got the second life. He can always have more swaps later on to save people as well with the illusion. He's
a kamikaze, he jumps in, you kill him, he's gonna like blow up on you, That's exactly what he's going for, because you just get all your abilities back. That's a lot of damage. What is he needs that level 20 talent on Zai. I think you would take the magic missile damage this game.
Stinger gets caught out. A little bit out of position, perhaps. There's the epicenter. Burrow Strike follow-up. They've already killed up Puppey. Nisha can't finish off the Sand King because of the Yules, but does do so once he lands, and Sand King going to immediately buy back. Stone gets being committed. K1 in some trouble. He's just going to look to turn and fight with the Satanic.
That mana
Can't
burn.
quite fully lifesteal up, and yep, mana burn deletes Medusa's mana pool. The Echo Slam is there, but Martu, he's still so damn low, and K1 going to come in for the cleanup. Rocket Barrage takes out the Venge, and Yapso dies as well. Only Nisha surviving in the trees. Oh boy.
This is just, I don't think Gyros is worth it in this specific instance. Looks like they're giving it to Chris Luck. And Scotty on Hector coming out soon. Battle of the Scotties. The only difference is that there's Nyx on one team, and there's not Nyx on the other team. Okay. First tier 2 tower going? Oh, no. We actually lost a tier 3 bottom. So.
Oh, yeah. This game has slipped away from Secret, because, yeah, they
were
really
in control.
Yeah.
That Nyx Ags, I'm telling you, it was online just in time for that Secret push that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And it was because of the Philosopher's Stone. game changer when it comes to Nyx Assassin specifically. There's very few neutral items in the game that I think can drastically change the outcome, but I do believe with Nyx Assassin, because the hero does so much with one item, but has no way of getting that item, Philosopher's Stone makes just a day in that difference. As BKB, I'm a Tumba Man, so he will have 9 seconds where Schofield cannot push W on him and remove all of his mana. So that's good.
Definitely. This entire team screams like you need BKB on Team Secret, which is where, you know, Medusa not a traditional BKB carry, but definitely against this draft.
Kind of just got to suck it up and die like 3 times first because you're in denial, you know? We've all been there, carry players, you understand. And then you're just like, well, it's time. I've been stunned for 12 seconds in a row by this Nyx Assassin. I will buy a BKB. He has the Enchanted Quiver too, which is quite a nice item on Dusa. Let your regular attack be queued up from further away. Hector, 2.5 minutes on the Aegis. That is a feature that players can see. If you guys were not aware, you have not, you know, you've been living under a rock or outside of under a rock because you don't play Dota all day. They did add that just recently. So there's no more, whoops, I died right as my Aegis expired. Unless you're oblivious.
Are you a fan of that?
I personally like it because it's like a skill thing that I don't think like adds interesting mechanic to the game, but there are the players that record at the time. What about you?
I agree. I think it's a little, not gimmicky, but it's like knowing the exact second or whatever. I think it's fine to show.
Nice, okay. Yeah. Same
We're on the same page, Yep. Little cheeky Lesh illusion, poking around. Swapping on the Nyx. He wasn't burrowed, but he's got the Aeon Disc. Can he get into the burrow afterwards? It's perhaps too late. He's been hexed now as well to jump in. Storm Chris Luck gets gazed up. Does manage to zip his way out of there. They've taken out Puppey. That's a lot of the disables. Nisha in trouble getting chased down by the Skadi. Gyro is the damage there. Yes, it is. Beastcoast run through Team Secret once again. And no Stone Gaze, no BKB on Medusa for the high ground defense.
Schofield's Mr. President here. Get down, Mr. President! As Stinger's like disrupting him, Whispers Lotus Orbing him. They use literally everything to save Schofield. And you can tell Secret knows, like, this guy has to die. Like, this guy is the carry of the team fights. As Hector is the one just pushing the right-click button.
Yeah. Well, we're at the point where you can't just totally ignore Hector now.
No, this is the dream as Gyro, because the way you beat Gyro is focusing him down full of 0, and there is no way they can afford to focus Gyro here. So that feels really good.
Yep.
I think Gyro is the be-all, end-all carry in all of Dota if you can't afford to put 4 heroes on him and kill him. With the Nyx Assassin threat and even the Sand King threat and the Shadow Demon save, it just seems near impossible for Secret to play these team fights. I said that earlier, though, right before they won a team fight. So, you know, I'm just trying to make it interesting for you guys. This is me trying to do whatever I can to give Secret a chance to make the game interesting.
Aegis is expiring, so
we know that.
For Team
they
Secret.
know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're smoking around this time, so I know there's a little window. Do they go for that swap? Puppey was thinking about some kind of a play. Starts with the Hex. Just trying
get him
to
low.
bait out a reaction here. There's the Lotus Orb.
Don't finish him.
No. You got to imagine Beastcoast themselves are saying, that we'll dangle him, but we're not going to commit. We're not going to get baited. Schofield's very far forward here.
It's not 20 minutes into the game anymore, Schofield.
He's got the Aeon Disc still. Burrows on in. He's baiting this one. The Storm. Axe Vortex catches out 3 with the Burrow Strike. Follow up. It's a huge triple kill for Whisper. His Sand King has been the hero of this game. And he continues to put up a hell of a performance.
Get your poggies out of the chat, guys. This has been...
Whew.
This is just such clinical play by Beastcoast for both of these games. Secret, I think they got caught with their pants down this series. They were not ready for this caliber of
K1.
Oh my god, again!
Another 2-hero Burrow into a 2-man Vortex. They thought they had an opening, but K1 just satanics and chuckles it off.
He's just flexing on him at this point.
He's like, hey, just hold me in. Blink, Echo, Yapsor takes out Whisper.
Okay.
Takes out the Storm, Matu.
Okay.
Have they overplayed their hand? I don't think so. They're going to buy back the Storm. I think Beastcoast are smelling victory here, so they're going to go all in. They're going to be a little bit careful, but they've got 4 down. They're going to force out a buyback, and Matu, if he dies, he's got a buyback, so maybe he can kind of keep things going a little bit longer. Zai swaps out. It's just his illusion, but he needs to keep this alive for the defense here. He doesn't want to lose it.
He needed that.
Yeah. Medusa would love those auras.
Oh, that's brutal. He's dead for 90 on Venge. So it's so important because he's like their disruption on their side.
Yeah.
And now, yes, Yapzor can fissure them, but if Matu walks up again, there's no Echo Slam.
They get
Even these illusions alone.
disruption. Oh.
Mana burn his ass.
Playing the objective game. Be a little bit careful. They did use and commit some buybacks there. K1 has his, but Storm definitely saying, you know, I'm not going in. They're respawning. Shaman, he's got all his disables. Definitely, I mean, considering how today started for Beastcoast, this is quite the turnaround that we're seeing so far from them.
Yeah, this is considered one of the harder opponents, at least going in. So. Chris, look, you're tilting me. I'm imagining it's pretty bad for Suko as well. Mira doesn't know what she's done, gods.
I think the PPD one's more annoying, more tilting.
Well, it's also really tilting when you're owning. You know, like you actually are owning and you're using PPDs a lot.
Yeah.
The thing about the Mira laugh is that you could just spam it when you're feeding and your team's winning, you know, and you're still just as tilting. So I think
It's more multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's the potential of the PPD one I think is higher. For sure. I agree with you there. He's going Refresher on Gyro. I guess that's like for the double DKB eventually. The seventh
Got
item.
the slots for yeah. It's like
Yeah, he's going to
some issues?
consume the Ags. I guess he's waiting for buyback plus Ags.
even when he consumes the Axe, he's got an MKB, so I don't know whether refresher.
Yeah, seventh item.
Okay, so it's, yeah, the old backpack one.
That's when you reset the fight, swap it in.
Who does the Ags go to? Storm's already got one. Probably
Shadow
Shadow
Demon,
Demon.
right?
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
sounds pretty
gross,
good.
actually.
It's either him or Sand King.
If you break Venge and she dies, does she still get the illusion? Because it's tied to the passive.
Oh, they give it Sand King. I think Whisper's like, I've been carrying so hard. Give me this one.
Honestly, like he's landing two-man burrow strikes when it's not double the length. So why not give him some length?
How many? Are we going to see more heroes in the Bar Strike? Nisha, that's the Ag shard, so we're going to see more and more split Earths.
That thing's annoying. But I don't think it's going to matter this game.
Each one just happy to stand outside of it. Do what he can. They're just happy to just chip away at this one. Maybe the swap in. He's not barred, but he's got the A on disc. Ball in from the Storm Spirit, getting the backlines. That's Puppey again. He keeps going down. Doesn't have that BKB or an
Nick's
A on
gone.
disc. Taking out Nyx, but he'll just buy back. The Stone Gaze being committed. K1 getting low, has a Satanic. Can he lifesteal up through this one? You betcha. Still alive, still holding his ground, still fighting. As Shaker goes down, multiple buybacks from Beastcoast. They want to force this. They want to end this one. They've got 4 dead, and that's surely going to be GG. You know what else feels good? It feels good to 2-0 Team Secret for Beastcoast and their fans. This is a huge win here on day 1 of the TI group stage. That sends a message to everybody in Group B, I believe.
This might be the best series I've seen in a long time by one individual player. Whisper.
Yeah.
Whisper just styled on these fools, man. Secret, that might as well have been 5 knees on Secret, man. They were getting owned. I mean, honestly, Secret, I think played pretty well. I think they,
Yeah.
like, this average performance by Secret, I think would have been good enough to beat most teams. And Beast Coast,
I think they played above what people would expect them to play.